Welcome back to Trials Fusion Track Central Spotlight. I am your host, Attack Slug, and as always, if you have a track that you want to see on this show, leave it down in the comments below. Didn't get any requests this week, so we're just going to jump in here and see what we can find here in the top rated for this week in Trials tracks. Step 1 is the Journey K8, which is an easy track, and I don't mind starting out on easy. Just kind of, get back into it, get my fingers back, nice and limber. The next bit of paid DLC, which is the Ultimate Level Max, is out this week. So that is out on Tuesday. I am hoping to have a cold boot of that up on Tuesday, but as we saw this previous Tuesday, PSN was just down. So obviously if there were network issues with PSN, then the chances of me actually getting to... Hold on. The chances of me actually getting to play it on Tuesday, that's hilarious, are pretty slim. So hopefully it'll be up at a reasonable hour, and I'll get to play a cold boot of the Awesome Level Max on my channel on Tuesday. But we will cross that... What the fuck? We will cross that bridge when we get there. And, it is Sunday right now, so we're not quite there yet. And I'm not sure how the rest of my week's schedule is going to pan out. But hopefully, that'll be, up on their servers a few hours before I have to go over to Grimm's house to record... whoa! To record, Perplexing Pixels, as we always do on Tuesday evenings. So I kind of, is at a... It's kind of always at odds with, getting other videos done on Tuesday, because usually PSN tends to update when it wants to update. How do I even... It is whenever the PSN monkeys decide to hit the button is when they update their damn thing. So sometimes it is at a palatable 2 p.m. and sometimes it is at 8:30 at night, 10 o'clock at night, etc., etc. And at that point, once you get to the 6 p.m. part, I'm already out the door. So that doesn't work for me at all. This track has a lot of fucking... Whoa! This track had some fucking wild shit going on. That was... Whoa! Thumbs up. I wanted to see more of that. Damn it. There's probably more of a cool ending there. Oh well. What are you gonna do? We're gonna move on here to play some more tracks. It is hot in here. It is the summer. I like Primus. So, sure, let's hit up this extreme track before we go down and play that hard track, which is the best of times, the blurst of times, you stupid monkey. Another fine production from Fusion_community. My name is Mud. Yeah. Nope. Got it. But actually, as a first obstacle, not that hard, considering I'm already on the second checkpoint. And usually, as I've said time and time again, the hallmark of a good extreme track is the fact that the first obstacle is just stupid fucking hard. And as always, I love seeing custom checkpoint markers. That is the hallmark of someone who actually put time into their shit, is they actually went along the lines to make their own custom checkpoint stuff. That's always super cool to see. But I know what I have to do here. I just don't know that I can execute on keeping my back tire to hit and then no. No, that's fucked. That's fucked. Like I had it, but then I didn't have it. And now I'm back down here doing this mumbo jumbo. Once it comes, I'm gonna be able to. Like, I have to wonder if it has to be one fluid motion from here and then over, because otherwise I don't know if this is necessarily gonna work. Like, it's gotta be one fluid motion to. You gotta hit there and then be able to gun it like that, but I didn't quite get that. Oh, balls. There, like that. Just like that. That is how it should have looked the first time if I actually had any adequate amount of skill. But, you know, we've had this discussion before on this channel, on this very show, about how my skill level is, you know, I would consider it average for someone who's played as many hours of Trials as I have. I would consider it average. Back before I made YouTube videos, I played a whole lot of Trials. It was like, this was my podcast games. Like, you put on a podcast and then you kind of just start going for them platinums. You can kind of just get in the zone with that stuff, and I had a lot of fun doing that. But these days, making a lot more videos on YouTube, don't really have the time that I used to have to put into a game like Trials, unfortunately. I'd like to, I really would, but part of that conundrum, if you will, is the fact that Fusion just not as good as Evolution, no matter what anyone said. Like, technically it's better, but, like, I don't know, there's a certain heart and soul of the game is not the same, and, you know, if you want to blame that on the buyout from Ubisoft, you know, I do, but, I'm not gonna say that is a factual thing, but that is kind of how I feel about it. Is the studio was a lot better off before the Ubisoft purchase, before having to focus on fucking free-to-play mobile games. That should not have any of your time in free-to-play mobile games. I'm sorry. You're either one or the other. If you're putting a lot of effort and teams and time into free-to-play mobile, perhaps you don't really care that much about console gaming. Just saying. Not that Fusion is bad, but it's like, hey, make more of what you already made and marginally improve on it, and in some ways make it worse. FMX. Anyway. Those are my known prejudices against, you know, things that this game did, and certainly my opinion is not fact, it is just my opinion. But what I found is that my opinion does more or less represent a lot of people who were hardcore into HD and into Evolution. They do not like the direction that this series took after Ubisoft took over, so there's that. Anyway, this is not that hard of an extreme. I mean, it's hard, but I'm doing better than I thought I would be. This though might actually be tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. Nope. With the greatest of ease, as Booker T would say. Anytime that you can blind read an extreme track at under 100 faults is a good feeling. I will put that out there. For those of you who perhaps aren't that into Trials, being able to blind read a track at under 100 faults on extreme is a pretty good feeling. Now then, on to It Was the Best of Times. It was the blurst of times. Let's get this party started. Another one from Fusion Community. Pit Viper. Once again. Alright, let's see what the best of times look like. If there aren't any monkeys on typewriters, I'm going to be very upset. This is a hard track, so it shouldn't be nearly as trying as the extreme that I just finished. Some of that. Yep. I wasn't sure if that was the thing. I'm looking at the little satellite thinking that I had to go off of that with my back tire, and apparently that is not the case. Alright, so this is don't wanna. I wonder. I would assume if you hit that with enough speed, if you hit that with enough Keanu Reeves, then you could do it and get over it in one simple movement. But not the kind of thing you get on a blind read of a track, unfortunately. I guess makes this show weird, if you want to think about it that way, that I'm doing this quote-unquote spotlight, but I'm playing these tracks blind. Like, one would imagine a proper spotlight would be if I played, like, you know, tracks every day, and then at the end of the week had the ones that I like the most, but also that seems like a lot of work. And as we all know from the latter half of my name, I am incredibly lazy, despite putting out videos every damn day of the week. So, let's do Old.Town, Hills.Gate, and then we'll end it on Zero Gravity. That seems like a plan before my voice completely goes to shit, which sucks. I still have to record a GTA video today, so having my voice go out, not a good idea. I'm going to blame it on the fact that I did some live streaming on Friday night and talked a bit too much. Because when people ask my opinion on video games and or wrestling, I have a tendency to ramble on and on and on. For anyone who's watched this channel knows that much. But when you put that into like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, do a live stream for like 2 hours, then the rest of the weekend I have no voice. So, kind of a thing to be prudent on, to be wary of, I guess is the right word there. Not necessarily prudent. Be wary of your own limitations in anything you do in life. Know what your limit is, because when you cross it, much like Master P, well, I guess he didn't cross it, he just had no limits, because he was Master P. But much like that whole era is, you know, don't push yourself too hard, because, you know, it all might go away tomorrow. So it is important to keep your voice when you talk for a living, more or less. Anyway, we'll do one more track here. We'll do Zero Gravity. That track looks fancy as shit. From Nugget0797. We will hit up his Zero Gravity. It's extreme, so we might not finish it, but having already finished one extreme track in this video, I feel pretty good about that. So I won't feel too bad if I don't finish this one. What the fuck is going... Alright, yes. No. Alright, so... I gotta do laps here? How does that... Okay, this is like some fucking snake shit. I get it. But if I crash, I go back to the beginning. Alright, yeah, that's... I would imagine that maybe the lap is a checkpoint, but this is gonna be tricky if I am gonna die every time that I'm gonna have to restart the whole track every time that I die. That's... No! Messed up. I'm not really using the gas too much here because that's just a recipe for... Oh god, the second lap's different. A recipe for destruction. I'm kind of just using the analog stick to steer here. I'm not doing a whole lot of... Like, it's just kind of moving itself, which is helpful. I'm guessing this is extreme because you don't get any checkpoints. Yeah. That would explain it. That was cool. I enjoyed that. That was interesting conceptually. And I think that's going to wrap it up for today for Track Central Spotlight in Trials Fusion. I am looking forward to playing the Awesome Level Max Pack DLC coming out this Tuesday. Hopefully, I will have up a video on Tuesday afternoon, but if not, it'll be up on Wednesday morning. That's the plan, and I'm hoping to stick to that plan. But anyway, as always, I am your host, Slug. If there's a track that you want to see in Trials Fusion Track Central on PS4, leave it down in the comments and I will try to get to it next week. I will see you next time for plenty of other videos and other shenanigans right here on this channel. And I'm out.